was carried out by the military or the CIA.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern. The president said all that before meeting at his Florida resort with Israel's prime minister, discussing the next phase of the Gaza ceasefire that stopped the war with Benjamin Netanyahu.
The president is also continuing his tough talk against Hamas.
If they don't disarm, as they agreed to do, they agreed to it, and then they'll be held to pay.
President Trump is also not ruling out more military action against Iran. Netanyahu is reportedly concerned Iran may be ramping up production of its ballistic missile program.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. After the president's meeting with Ukraine's leader at Mar-a-Lago Sunday, Volodymyr Zelensky talked to Fox's Brett Beer, saying he's agreed to 90% of the U.S. brokered peace plan aiming to stop Russia's war, but one big sticking point, who gets what territory. Zelensky tells Special Report they can't give up land.
People live there. 300,000 people live there. We can't lose just people. We can't go out because hundreds of thousands have been wounded. Dozens of them have been killed there.
China still playing war games near Taiwan with military drills around the island. It claims as its own territory a second day with ships and jets and troops doing live fire drills. A Chinese statement says they want to prevent anything that tries to split Taiwan from them after a recent U.S. arms sale to the island nation. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 44. Your complete forecast with KZRG's meteorologist following KZRG Sports at 6:08. 17 in Neosho, 16 in Pittsburgh, 15 in Galena, and 15 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Is Missouri's financial health in trouble?
State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick says yes, if lawmakers don't do something about it. He's talking about Missouri's general revenue fund balance, which had climbed to nearly $6 billion at the end of fiscal year 2023, but he says it's been rapidly depleted by deficit spending over the last 2 years, which he says, if continued, will fully consume that fund's balance by the summer of 2028, or by even 27 based on recession-level projections. He says emergency budget cuts are becoming necessary because, again, that general revenue fund is drained to critically low levels. I'm Cy Albright, News Talk KZRG.
Obamacare failed. Southwest Missouri Congressman Eric Burleson says they need to fix it now.
This is one of the reasons that I ran for office. Sitting on the sidelines as a voter, I was frustrated that Congress couldn't repeal Obamacare and saw that this was a train wreck and eventually that we're going to end up in a single-payer system and a total collapse. And here we are.
He says Republicans have the plans. All that's left is the courage to put them on the House floor. Just how widespread is fentanyl use in the Missouri schools? The Department of Public Safety hopes to find out through a new school wastewater testing pilot. Communications Director Michael Connell says testing began earlier this month at about a dozen schools across the state.
By doing weekly testing, you'll be able to track trends, and then the data are shared with the schools, and then the schools can look at what types of programs they want to implement, and some may decide that it's a bigger problem than they anticipated.
Missouri is investigating $4 million to test school wastewater for drugs, along with another $3 million to expand similar testing in communities. It's 15 at 6:04. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Target practice turned deadly in Oklahoma. A man who had just gotten a new .45 caliber pistol had been shooting at a can in his yard when one of the bullets traveled a half a mile and struck his neighbor. 33-year-old Cody Adams of Comanche faces a manslaughter charge after the death of Sandra Phelps on Christmas Day. She was shot while sitting on the front porch of a home holding a child. Witnesses said Phelps said, "Ouch," and then collapsed. Smoke alarms save lives. The Neosho Fire Department says they put out a blaze at a home early Monday morning and even saved a pet. They used thermal imaging cameras to locate and extinguish hotspots when the wind chills were near zero. The fire has been ruled accidental, and again, no one was hurt. And now, here's sports. In NFL action, the heavily favored Rams lost to the Falcons 27-24 on Monday Night Football. In NBA action, the Thunder beat the Hawks 140-129. In prep basketball, The Joplin boys defeated Platte County 65-37 in the 12 Courts of Christmas. The Carthage boys beat Marshall 59-26 in the Harrison, Arkansas tournament. And the McCullough Catholic boys beat Seneca 45-41. The Bolivar girls beat Carthage 46-28. And the Smithville girls beat Carl Junction 52-36. Tonight, the Carl Junction boys are at Nevada. That's your Carlson Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG. Your news is brought to you by Kansas City University. KCU Joplin is hiring dentists and full-time staff to join their dental education team. Local dentists can make a lasting impact, full-time, part-time, or even one day a week. Apply now at kansascity.edu/jobs. I'm Lucas Davis. Next news at 6:30. Breaking news as it happens on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. And now KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Cold morning, but a warmer afternoon with sunshine and a southwesterly breeze. 44 today, 52 tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather is a service of Buffalo Run Casino and Resort. Don't miss an epic night of combat sports when Extreme Fight Night returns to the Peoria Showplace Saturday, January 10th. Get your tickets now for this all-ages event at BuffaloRun.com.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing clear in the four-state area. It is 17 in Neosho, 15 in Pittsburgh, 16 in Joplin, 16 in Galena. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time, 6:08.
So many companies are diluting their services, trying to offer so many different services. Lakeland Office Systems believes in staying true to their roots, offering you solutions to run your business effectively and efficiently. Their 62-member service team is factory trained by Canon, Lexmark, and Sharp, so you can always get timely service by technicians that specialize in office equipment and not 100 other things. Learn how they can help your office at lakelandoffice.com. Lakeland Office Systems, quality service that can't be copied.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-393-1881. That's 800-393-1881. 800-393-1881.
The latest is always heard on News Talk KZRG. Broadcasting from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio, this is News Talk KZRG. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning Newswatch on News Talk KZRG.
Tuesday morning, the KZRG Morning News Watch. Lucas Davis alongside
Charlie Davis.
It is a bitter, cold morning out there.
It's cold. I hope Terry brings us some good news here in a little bit.
I hope so too, because we need it. First thing I want to get into today, we had a story yesterday that we teased but never got to. A father in Texas saved his 15-year-old daughter after he traced her phone to find a location she was being held and kidnapped. Charlie, I feel like this is where the advancement in technology can really come into, really come in handy to help you out.
You and I are very conservative. Mm-hmm. I truly believe that, the tracking, if it's government doing it, if it's your employer tracking you, things of that nature. Absolutely, I'm totally against things like that.
Yep.
But we have seen time and time again when parents have the ability to, using Life 360 or many other apps on your phone, they're able to find out where their kids are. And it's not like we want to be helicopter parents, but you do want to take care of your kids, don't you?
It's not. I mean, it's not even like the 90s when I grew up, where you could just go out, ride your bikes with your friends, and not have a care in the world. Like, it is insanely dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm 60 years old. See, I remember the time when we would wake up in the morning and Mom would literally say, "Be home before dark."
Yeah, when the streetlights come on.
Absolutely. And we're out there. We're going. I grew up in Texas, so we're going through the woods. We're at the golf course, and we're going through the pond, picking up golf balls that people hit in the ponds. And it was starting to get dark. We would go home. Never a fear that you're going to be kidnapped or assaulted or abused, or whatever the case may be. And now,
That's
today,
all you think about.
That's all you think about. Your kids walk out 5 minutes later. Hey, where's Johnny? Very, very concerning. Well, it's the guy who kidnapped the girl is very lucky that he's alive, because there are a lot of people nowadays that would just beat the living snot out of him.
Street justice.
Street justice, absolutely. And I get frustrated because there's times that things like this happen, and what happens to the kidnapper? They get a slap on the wrist. I'd beat the living snot out of them, and especially, Missouri, we have what's it called? Stand your ground laws.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is hurting your family member, robbing you, etc., you have the ability to, number one, use a weapon or beat the snot out of them. And I do love technology. The technology where you can pull up your phone and find out where your kids are. I think is a good step forward because it does protect them. And now, they're talking about, even if your kids don't have phones, you can put AirTags in the tongues of the shoes.
I just got some for my wife
because
because she loses her phone and wallet all the time.
You're tracking your wife? Oh, you're tracking her
I told
phone.
her, hey, I got you a Christmas present, and showed it to him. She goes, oh, thank you, and then just hugged me. So I have to keep it on my phone so that way I can track her stuff.
So how does she call you up and, hey, where's my phone?
She goes, hey,
baby, you're
she'll
talking
say,
on
hey,
it.
I left my phone. Can you come to this, like wherever she's at, and it'll give me a location of where it's at, and I can tell her. It's insane.
Well, kudos to the dad for being proactive and having that app on his phone. You don't know what would have happened. Well, didn't they say that they found her in the car? He took her at gunpoint, knife point.
Threatened her with a
we
knife,
need to ban knives in this country now.
That would have stopped that crime for sure.
Knife point, and he was partially undressed inside the vehicle.
So he's just a creeper, just a weirdo.
He's a creeper.
And that's the fine line, though. You brought it up when you were first talking about how we don't like the government spying on us, but that's not by our choice. Like, this is somebody who we're responsible for until they're at least 18 years old, and even after that. That's different than when the government decides to just pull up your phone records without asking permission as you're a grown adult. You know what I mean? Like, there's that fine line, but I agree with you. This father of the year, in my opinion.
Number one, he stopped an abuse. Number two, he could have potentially stopped a murder. A lot of these criminals that rape these girls and boys, they have a tendency of killing them. So kudos to Dad. What state were they in?
It was Texas.
In Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's really lucky that he's still alive.
So do you think, though, had he slain the guy who kidnapped his daughter, do you think he would have faced charges in Texas?
Not in Texas.
You don't think so?
Oh, heck no. What's the saying? I would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So good for the guy. And hopefully people see this and realize how important it is for us to take care of our kids. We live in a total different society. And I live out in the country.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Do you feel we live in a totally different society in terms of danger? Do you feel everything is way more dangerous, or do you feel we're just way more aware of the dangers that are out there?
I think it is worse.
You think it's worse?
Well, look, when we were kids.
I feel like the child abduction thing was kind of there when we were younger. We just didn't know about it yet. Like, I don't think it was brought to light. Like, I think it's been going on, not nearly to the severity, but I think once they figured out that they could get away with it and it was kind of under the rug, I feel like that might have been going on a lot longer.
I think you're onto something. I think when you look at the number of occurrences, percentage-wise, murders, rapes, those things, it's probably the same percentage closely. We have a much larger population, so it happens more often just because we are a larger population. I hope you're right. I hope it's not an increase. And, we saw stories. The DOJ or the FBI, I'm not sure who put out the report that murders in the United States have dropped. Now, the murders with illegals is increased, but the overall murders in this country has dropped in 2025. I hope that's the case.
Well, and another thing, too, is back then you kind of just always believed what the news said.
Oh, my
mainstream
goodness.
media, so you don't know how long that propaganda has been going on, too, whether or not they've just been keeping stories under the rug to prevent them from getting out.
You know, the days of Walter Cronkite are over.
Yeah.
And now, and Paul Harvey, the rest of the story, those days are over. And there are times that, the media doesn't report on things. Number one, if a child's abducted, there's a lot of times they don't want people to know about it because they don't want the abductor to find out and get clues that they're onto them. So there's times that they're really quiet about it and don't want it to be publicized. But I'm glad they brought this up. I hope this is a fine example of responsibility. Take care of your kids. Be responsible for your kids. And kudos to Dad for tracking his daughter and potentially saving her life.
Well, I feel like that's in point to why the Epstein story is never going to go away until somebody is held accountable for it, because people care about this stuff now. Well, this is a big deal, like innocent children being, inappropriately touched.
Even child sex offenders don't fare well in prison.
For a reason.
For a reason. The prisoners, even they have a code of conduct. And number one, raping your wife or something of that nature and abusing children does not go very well for you, because even they realize that that's heinous and deserves a little bit more punishment.
The worst of the worst realize that.
Oh, absolutely.
That tells you how bad that is.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I was thinking it's one of those things where, and I was talking about this with Chris the other day, Chris Yadis, when she was here. If Trump had just gotten out in front of the Epstein thing and released them like he said he was going to, and did it more than just kind of a files dump thing where Congress had to get involved, I feel like it would have ended up a way, like you would have been able to control the narrative much more than what has been happening so far.
Yeah.
And that's the only unfortunate thing about this whole event, is that it's taking the focus away from the victims, which are the ones that wanted the names released in the first place.
Yeah, but we're in a life cycle of news.
Yeah.
It's going to be pushed to the back burner here pretty soon, and we're not even going to remember it. But I think we've talked about it. It's important to hold people accountable. There are some things done wrong. Now, granted, if people go to an island and do inappropriate things with other adults, that's their own business.
Yeah,
that's their own
I'm
business.
sure that happens all the time.
I'm sure it does too. But to take children and to kidnap children and to sex traffic children and take them to an island and not have anybody being held accountable, that's probably what makes Americans the maddest the most. Now, we talked about this again earlier. Republicans seem to try to hold ourselves a little bit more accountable than the Democrats do.
I'm sure Republicans were involved.
Oh, I'm sure they were too. Absolutely.
Both sides.
Both sides. Hollywood.
You got to figure the left, though, is a little more involved just based on their, moral
it was
compass.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was Hollywood. Why do you think a lot of people are leaving Hollywood? I think they're tired of the left-wing propaganda and this stuff.
Turning to God, which is quite amazing.
So who is it that just moved to Paris, France? I saw a news story, I think it was on KZRG yesterday. A family loaded up. They're just tired of Hollywood, so they loaded up their family and moved to France because they're just tired of the left-wing agenda. Now, granted, I would rather them stay in this country and maybe move to Texas or Missouri or Florida, some states that are a little bit more conservative, because we have a tendency of being a little bit more commonsensical about things.
You know what I've seen? A lot of them are going into farming. Like
farming.
A lot of celebrities are leaving Hollywood and going into farming.
Alias, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
She does all that home farming, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yep. All right, let's get into the big three.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hamas confirmed yesterday that during the war, Israel had killed 5 Hamas leaders in a major blow to the terrorist group. That's the first time Hamas acknowledged what Israel had accomplished.
Number 2.
Outgoing New York City Mayor Eric Adams in an interview last night argued that Biden administration's DOJ engaged in lawfare against him and Trump. Adams says the Biden DOJ went after those who disagreed with him.
Number 1.
Unrest in Iran. A large protest against the current Iranian government took place yesterday near business and government areas. Police used tear gas and batons to try and break up the protests. Is regime change coming?
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What was your biggest regret of 2025? We are 2 days away from the new year. What was your biggest regret in 2025? Was it a financial decision? A relationship decision? Charlie, what was yours? You got one? Mine's always like nothing big. It's usually like, I shouldn't have spent money on that.
Yeah, my thing is I regret that I didn't start eating healthier.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit older, and round is a shape, so I'm in shape. So I wish I would have made some different lifestyle changes.
Well, hey, January 1st is coming up, and that's always a popular one. Time to get back in shape.
I can set another New Year's resolution to break.
6-year running. All right, guys, hit us up on Facebook. Text us at 417-782-1310. What was your biggest regret in 2025? And now here's the news with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Weather, excuse me.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Boy, was it cold yesterday, and it's a chilly morning as well. But today begins the warm-up. Back to regular December today. It gets even warmer the next couple of days. And guess what? No rain, just sunshine the rest of this week. 44, the high this afternoon. Not as cold tonight, upper 20s. Tomorrow, 52. Thursday, 55, the high. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Affordable, dependable, always unbeatable. Big John's. Hi, hello, it's your house, and I want to talk about resolutions. I think it's great that you want to read more and spend more time outside, but I've got a resolution too. I want to lose all this junk. And I know, it'll take a while because the garage is full and the guest bedroom is an extra storage room, but Big John's roll-off service can help.
I'm the Big John, and this is my wife, Claire.
Are you starting a New Year's resolution this year?
Then you're going to need 2 things, patience and a roll-off.
We can't help with the patience part, but at Big John's, we can provide the right size roll-off for all your cleanup or renovation needs.
So text us today at 417-540-0663 or go to BigJohnsRolloff.com and get your flat rate upfront price today.
When you've got big waste, you need Big John's.
Big John's.
Hello, I'm Amanda G. I go over to Team Dental, so I look a whole lot better when I go out in public.
My name is Darian. I'm a hygienist at Team Dental of Joplin. She is my OG. I've had her from the start, so.
Besides cleanings, I've had some crowns put in and then just consultation on what I need to get done. I know what's up and roughly what it's going to cost, so I can do that at my pace. I changed to a different insurance. There wasn't coverage, so I talked to the financial people and they told me about the dental plan I can buy. So I went ahead and bought that.
So you pay up front that one-time fee for the year, and then it gives you percentages off of all the services we provide, so you can still afford to have your teeth fixed without being able to say, well, I don't have insurance, so I can't do it.
I'm Dr. Lemus from Team Dental of Joplin. Welcome to the neighborhood practice for your whole family. Learn more at teamdentalofjoplin.com.
Team Dental of Joplin, your neighborhood practice for your whole family. Tyler's has the carpets you've been looking for, your complete floor covering store.
It's not me, it's you. I realize that we've had some good times, hosted a lot of parties, you stood up to my 3 boys, but after 15 years, I'm starting to think it's time to move on. It's just...
Honey, are you talking to the carpet again?
Maybe?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think it's time to get us an appointment with the chief right now so he can help you get through this breakup.
Hi, this is Ron, the chief carpetologist at Tyler's Carpet in Neosho.
If you know you need to break up with the flooring in your home, we've got years of experience counseling families on how to pick out the perfect quality replacement for you. Give us a call so we can help you every step of the way and give your home that new look and feel you're searching for.
Wow, this place looks great. I really thought this would be harder.
Just needed the right advice.
Tyler's Carpet in Neosho, helping couples with their flooring for over 30 years. And remember, if you need carpet counseling, keep the chief in mind. Carpetologist, that is.
Planning to store your RV this fall and winter? Don't let it sit and cost you money. Let Cola RV Consignment help you sell it fast. With Cola, there's no hassle. Their skilled team handles marketing, nationwide exposure, all paperwork, and they've got the largest used inventory in the Midwest. Let Cola RV put your RV in front of eager buyers today. Visit Cola RV in Carthage and turn your RV into cash before the snow falls. Don't store it, sell it with Cola. Cola RV, where buying or selling your RV is as easy as can be.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Meta Platforms said it has acquired Manus, a Singapore-based developer of general-purpose AI agents. Meta said the acquisition was aimed at boosting automation across consumer and business products. Manus will continue operating its subscription service after the acquisition, with no deal terms being disclosed. China has made the development of humanoid robots a strategic priority in its tech battle with the U.S. Analysts see China taking an early lead in the technology, with domestic firms ramping up production. But Chinese authorities have also warned of a bubble in the humanoid robot industry. Reuters reports that the U.S. government has granted an annual license to Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix to bring in chip manufacturing equipment to their facilities in China for 2026. The approval follows a U.S. decision earlier this year to revoke license waivers given to some tech companies. Futures are currently mixed. That's Your Money Now.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Rights reserved.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter. From picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Join me, Clay Travis, and my good friend Buck Sexton weekdays starting at 11 on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk, KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk, KZRG.
KZRG Morning News Watch Tuesday morning. Lucas Davis alongside
Charlie Davis.
It is a bitter cold day out right now. It is 17 in Neosho. Looks like 14 in Pittsburgh, 15 in Joplin. If you have your coats, your winter coats, your scarves, your gloves, your knit hats, wear them because you're going to need them today.
You know, if everybody went on the Facebook app to look at KZRG, News Talk KZRG Facebook, they'd see all of us still wearing our beanies or our coats because it's warm in here, but
not warm
after
enough.
Being outside in 14-degree weather, it's hard to warm up.
And that AC blasts down on you, too. It doesn't help at all. It's like a meat locker in here. But, yeah, we got some good stuff coming up today. Senator Jill Carter is on the docket. We're going to talk the budget story that just dropped from Auditor Fitzpatrick.
What a good guy.
Yep.
He's a financial fiscal hawk.
Good guy, but delivered some bad news.
Yes, he did. But important news.
Important news indeed. But all that later. Right now, we're going to get into the news. At 6:30, I'm Lucas Davis, and here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG. Pipe bomber due in court. A new congressional record. U.S.-Venezuela tensions rise. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 44. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following KZRG Sports at 6:38. It's clear in the four-state area, 17 in Neosho, 16 in Pittsburgh, 15 in Galena, 15 in Joplin. On FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. The Virginia man arrested on charges of planting pipe bombs outside the headquarters of both Republican and Democratic parties the night before the J6 riots is due in court today.
Brian J. Cole Jr. is expected to appear today in a D.C. federal courtroom. His hearing today comes as federal prosecutors release a trove of documents they say prove he is the man who placed pipe bombs outside the D.C. headquarters of both the Democratic and Republican National Committees. This happened the night of January 5th of 2021, hours before the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. According to those papers, Cole felt relieved the bombs didn't explode, but that he detests both political parties, insisting no one knows his personal politics, but that he felt a need to speak up for people who believed the 2020 election was stolen. Eben Brown, Fox News.
Congress set a unique record in 2025.
The first year of the 119th Congress saw just over 60 bills passed and signed into law. The previous 118th Congress passed around 150 bills, the lowest since the 1980s, and the current Congress is on track to pass even less. Much of the Senate's floor time was focused on confirming President Trump's nominees, while Republicans also spent much of 2025 trying to pass President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act, containing the president's agenda on taxes and Medicaid reform. The Republican-controlled Congress will try to pass spending bills to avoid a government shutdown to start 2026, while also trying to codify some of President Trump's executive orders. In Washington, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
Tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela are ramping up even further.
U.S. Southern Command struck another alleged drug boat in the Eastern Pacific yesterday, marking at least the 30th strike since September 2nd. U.S. officials say 2 men were killed. The U.S. has conducted most of its operation in international waters, from targeting boats that they say are carrying drugs to seizing oil tankers. But it appears the U.S. has conducted the first known land strike in Venezuela. The president giving more details about something he first mentioned last week in a radio interview, saying they hit a facility where ships come from. The president did not say whether the strike was conducted by the military or the CIA.
It's 17 at 6:33, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Is Missouri's financial health in trouble?
State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick says yes, if lawmakers don't do something about it. He's talking about Missouri's general revenue fund balance, which had climbed to nearly $6 billion at the end of fiscal year 2023, but he says it's been rapidly depleted by deficit spending over the last 2 years, which he says, if continued, will fully consume that fund's balance by the summer of 2028, or by even 27 based on recession-level projections. He says emergency budget cuts are becoming necessary because, again, that general revenue fund is drained to critically low levels. I'm Cy Albright, News Talk KZRG.
A different kind of testing is underway in Missouri public schools this year. The state has kicked off a school wastewater test pilot from around a dozen schools. Mike O'Connell, Communications Director of the Missouri Department of Public Safety, says the testing is signs of fentanyl and other drugs.
To date, about 40 schools have signed up early in December, and the testing has already started. I believe the testing has taken place in about a dozen of those schools already.
The state's $4 million investment will fund weekly wastewater sampling at participating schools, aiming to track drug trends and strengthen prevention efforts. It's 17 at 6:34. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. It's FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Another Joplin restaurant closing down. Hoo Hut Mongolian Grill says its last day of service is this Sunday. Officials of the business say increased challenges like wages and operational costs played a role in this decision. They've been at the shopping center near 20th and Rangeline for the last 15 years, but again, they'll be closing this weekend. A private firm with U.S. ties is taking up the challenge to find a passenger plane that went missing more than a decade ago.
Ocean Infinity, a private company based in Britain and the U.S., is beginning a new search for Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. In March of 2014, the flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing vanished from radar about 90 minutes into its trip. Some debris has since been found. The 227 passengers and 12 crew members are presumed dead. Ocean Infinity specializes in sea bottom searches and is making its second attempt to find the plane. A try in 2018 turned up nothing. The Malaysian government has put $70 million on the table that Ocean Infinity can only collect if it finds the missing plane. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
And now here's sports. In NFL action, the heavily favored Rams lost to the Falcons 27-24 on Monday Night Football. In NBA action, the Thunder beat the Hawks 140-129. In prep basketball, the Joplin boys defeated Platte County 65-37 in the 12 Courts of Christmas. The Carthage boys beat Marshall 59-26 in the Harrison, Arkansas tournament. And the McCullough Catholic boys beat Seneca 45-41. The Bolivar girls beat Carthage 46-28, and the Smithville girls beat Carl Junction 52-36. Tonight, the Carl Junction boys are at Nevada. That's your Carlson Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG. Your news is brought to you by Kansas City University. KCU Joplin is hiring dentists and full-time staff to join their dental education team. Local dentists can make a lasting impact full-time, part-time, or even one day a week. Apply now at kansascity.edu/jobs. I'm Lucas Davis. Next news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. And on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. And now KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Boy, was it cold yesterday, and it's a chilly morning as well. But today begins the warm-up. Back to regular December today. It gets even warmer the next couple of days. And guess what? No rain, just sunshine the rest of this week. 44, the high this afternoon. Not as cold tonight, upper 20s. Tomorrow, 52. Thursday, 55 the high. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing clear in the four-state area. 17 in Neosho, 16 in Pittsburgh, 15 in Joplin, 15 in Galena. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time, 6:38.
Gingrich Structures builds agricultural, commercial, and residential post-frame buildings designed to meet your needs. All built with superior craftsmanship and attention to every detail. From planning to completion, your local Gingrich Pro will guide you every step of the way, helping you create a custom post-frame building you can count on for years to come. Visit GingrichStructures.com to connect with your local Gingrich Pro and ask about the industry's only 5-year workmanship warranty. That's GingerICHStructures.com.
My name is Jessica. My twin boys have had a lot of neurological, physical, and digestive issues since they were about 1. It's just hard to see your children not get the help they deserve. They've seen a lot of different doctors, a lot of different therapies, searched and searched. And one day I came across the Restore Functional Neurology page. I immediately reached out, got in quickly, which was nice because having to wait 8-10 months on sometimes to get any type of treatment of any sort is frustrating. If you are searching, I would definitely say to try Dr. Rush.
I'm Dr. Rush from Restore Functional Neurology. If you're searching for options to help your child with developmental delays, retain primitive reflexes, hitting their milestones, or ADHD-type symptoms, by using chiropractic care and specific and safe therapies, we're ready to help your child thrive. Learn more at RestoreFunctionalNeurology.com.
Finish your year with your dream kitchen with help from Menards. Clearview Cabinetry offers a selection of finishes made with the finest materials and built to withstand life's sticky messes. They provide features like soft closed doors and drawers and cabinet accessories to match your unique style. Don't wait to finish your projects. Save big money on Clearview cabinets and check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Captid Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Professor Pennypincher here with fantastic fiscal tips to help you save money while still living life to the fullest in 2026. First, answer me this. Are you overpaying for joy? Maybe you're trying to save money by cutting your favorite coffee from your budget. No more. With the Zimmer Coffee Card, you'll get a specialty coffee at various area shops for just $1 each. So your latte is no burden at all. Now, our question. Are you overpaying for joy? Skipping happy hour with your friends to pinch a penny or two? No more. With the Zimmer Beer Card, this delightful deal allows you to get 2 beers for just $1 each at various area watering holes. Each card only $20 and on sale now. And it's a joy you can share. This holiday season, share the joy with the gift of cost-effective beverages. Grab both now at newstalkkzrg.com. Zimmer Coffee Card, Zimmer Beer Card. Caffeinate, celebrate, and overpay for joy no more.
Be sure to tune in to News Talk KZRG every weekday from 9 to 11 to hear what's going on with me, Chris Plant, on News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Perhaps the greatest riff of all time.
Absolutely. That's a good song.
Mm-hmm. This is a core memory for me. This is one of the first songs that I actually remember seeing on MTV.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer. That's the video that started MTV. And isn't that amazing? Songs bring back memories.
Yep.
You can bring back, I used to listen to Rush and still listen to them. But I remember sneaking in the movie theater in Temple, Texas. I was stuck in the trunk, and my sister was playing Rush 2112. So whenever I hear that song, I still remember all of those things.
When I watch Christmas Vacation, that was like one of those movies that we watched every Christmas growing up.
Uh-huh.
So every time I hear those songs, like I'll just think of different memories from growing up, like while watching that movie that happened in whatever house we were at, because we watched it at every single house.
Isn't that interesting?
Our tradition, yeah.
Smells and songs remind you. It also reminds you of bad times too.
Speaking of bad times.
Are you talking about Missouri budgets?
Missouri budgets.
Oh, no.
Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick dropped a bombshell yesterday. Didn't have some good news. He said with lawmakers preparing to return, he's hoping they take immediate action to curb the trend of deficit spending before the state's general revenue fund is drained to either critically low levels or completely. By 2028 or perhaps 2027?
As early as 2027 if they're not careful. And especially if they do an income tax cut. That's gonna affect 100% of the general revenue dollars.
Would you prefer an income tax cut or a property tax?
Income tax, 100%.
Why?
Here's why. So property taxes and sales taxes. So all the money that we get from the county and the monies that get from that the city gets, those are voted on by the people of the councils or the commissioners, and that money goes 100% to directly benefit the community. Whereas income tax, they'll take 6% of my income or 4 point whatever it is now, and I don't control any of that. I really, we can call our congressman or our state representative, we can call our state senators like Joe Carter and give them an opinion. But at the end of the day, when they work on the budget, our feeling really doesn't have much to do to sway where the money goes. But at least the property tax, all of it goes to local spending. The sales tax that the county gets, the city gets, all goes to local spending. Momentum Park, that was paid for by the stormwater sales tax that we have. So I would much rather the legislature get rid of the income tax, because that only affects state revenue, and leave the property tax in place, because the property taxes and the local sales taxes, they're the ones that pave our roads. They're the ones that pay for our sheriff's departments. They're the ones that actually pay for our fire districts, our firefighters to fight fires and to put out fires that might affect our homes. So income tax, get rid of it, absolutely. Property tax, we can address that. I believe that it's important to limit increases, because you tax too many people too much, they have a tendency of leaving. It's kind of like why Texas is doing so well and Florida is doing so well. All these states that have no income tax or extremely low income tax. But you and I both understand that government gets the money somehow and somewhere. So if they're gonna get rid of one tax, a lot of times they raise another one. And I think the income tax, some of the discussion is about raising the sales tax, the statewide sales tax, to offset some of the costs.
Well, that's what a lot of the states do too that have no income tax. Like they'll get rid of this, or they'll just use the sales tax. They'll raise it, or do a used goods tax, something like that. Whatever's the prominent use for goods in the state, they'll raise taxes on those products.
I love the sales tax, especially. I remember a few years ago we were talking about a sales tax to help Joplin police. We have about 53,000 residents, citizens in city limits of Joplin, yet we have 300,000 people come to Joplin every day to shop. So why not let the sales tax increase a little bit and let those other 250,000 people that come into Joplin help pay for our law enforcement, rather than putting it solely on the backs of our citizens?
And kind of circling back, Fitzpatrick said that the budget had climbed to nearly $6 billion at the end of the fiscal year 2023. Do you think that had anything to do with COVID money and all that?
Oh, 100%.
So that's what I think. It's just reverting back. Like a lot of these states are going to start facing these budget crises because this COVID money is just disappearing.
Absolutely, and that's why it's important. I remember when I was in the legislature, whenever we would give these one-time federal dollars, we focused on not creating a program with that money. Do it as a one-time expenditure. Replace the bridge,
like
pave
the ARPA
some
dollars.
Mayor
absolutely. Cortez was talking about.
Absolutely, because what happens a lot of times is 1 year the federal government says, "Okay, Missouri, we're going to give you $1 billion." So we create a program that now, after the first year, we have to pay for in perpetuity. So we have to take general revenue dollars and pay for that rather than just the federal dollars.
It's like Clark Griswold counting on that Christmas bonus every year, and then all of a sudden he got a Jelly of the Month club.
Absolutely. And for Auditor Fitzpatrick, I served with him in the Missouri House. He was the budget chair. He was the youngest budget chairman at the time.
Knows the stuff.
Ever. He knows the budget. He knows the numbers. Then he was appointed to state treasurer. Then he was appointed to state auditor, and he has won the state auditor's race, and he's going to be up next year for re-election. He's a good guy. He knows numbers. And what's great about him is, he's from the Cassville area, so he's not from some
he's
big
a
city.
Small town
Missouri guy, and he started with a small business. He built boat docks, and he builds boat docks down on Table Rock Lake, and now he goes to other cities like Chicago, and he can see boat docks that his company has built. So you're talking about somebody who is a small business owner that has created a nice big business that is a physical hawk that knows budget, knows dollars in the state of Missouri. Probably not an individual you could have that could do a better job than he does. So he's absolutely right. We need to stop spending so much. We do have. He does address it that we have a $6 billion in the bank in general revenue dollars, which is great. But it's about like having $10,000 in your personal bank account and your car blows up. It doesn't take but one emergency to deplete your money. And if the economy were to go south pretty quick, then we would be spending that $6 billion pretty quickly.
So what do you feel is the way to go about this in terms of the state?
Cut spending. Look at these programs that are not benefiting our citizens. Scale them back or get rid of them, and that's one of the things that you have to do. But also just make sure that we're spending money wisely. Make sure that what's happening in Minnesota is not happening in Missouri, because those are federal dollars, but that is part of our budget. And if we have money that's being stolen in daycare centers on a yearly basis, the Learning Center, the Learing Center, then absolutely we need to stop the wasteful spending.
I agree. All right, let's step into the big three.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hamas confirmed yesterday that during the war, Israel had killed 5 Hamas leaders in a major blow to the terror group. This is the first time Hamas acknowledged what Israel had actually accomplished.
Number 2.
Outgoing New York City Mayor Eric Adams, in an interview last night, argued that Biden administration's DOJ engaged in lawfare against him and Trump. Adams says that Biden's DOJ went after those who disagreed with him.
Number 1.
Unrest in Iran. A large protest against the current Iranian government took place yesterday near business and government areas. Police used tear gas and batons to try and break up the protesters. Is regime change coming?
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
2 days from the new year, what was your biggest regret in 2025? Was it a financial decision? Maybe it was a relationship decision. Did you move somewhere you wish you hadn't? Let us know, 417-782-1310, or hit us up on our Facebook page. And now let's check in with Terry Smith and the upcoming forecast.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Boy, was it cold yesterday, and it's a chilly morning as well. But today begins the warm-up. Back to regular December today. It gets even warmer the next couple of days. And guess what? No rain, just sunshine the rest of this week. 44, the high this afternoon. Not as cold tonight, upper 20s. Tomorrow, 52. Thursday, 55, the high. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
The fever hits. You panic. You check the clock. It's late. The ER means hours of waiting. But AFC Urgent Care Joplin means help. Walk right in. No appointment. No stress. No waiting rooms packed with worry. No endless forms to fill out. Because when your family needs help right now, and you know they deserve care that can't wait, AFC Urgent Care is already ready. Just behind Starbucks at 4th and Rangeline in Joplin. AFC Urgent Care. The right care right now.
Not all automobiles are created equal. They can all get you around, but you need to look at the pros and cons of each one and decide which works best for you. When it comes to mortgages, the same rules apply. Not all are created equal. Make sure you get the loan that works best for you at Community Bank and Trust. Factors like interest rates, closing costs, and other options can make each mortgage or refinance drastically different. So if you're looking to buy or refinance your home, you want to have local lenders who know the area and will make certain to get you the best options available at Community Bank and Trust. You won't find pushy salesmen, but you will find neighbors that will give you accurate information and will help you find the mortgage that works best for you. Get started at one of the local employee-owned CBT locations or apply online in as little as 10 minutes at cbthomebank.com. Community Bank and Trust, where trust is so important, it's in our name. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 580491.
Daniel, the phones are blowing up again, and this winter storm's got everyone's electricity acting wild.
How wild?
Customer number 1 said their house is having mood swings worse than teenagers without Wi-Fi.
Ooh, that's serious. No Wi-Fi? That's end of the world stuff right there.
I told them we can fix the flickering and install a generator so they never lose power again.
That's right. When in doubt, just eye pocket.
Okay, customer number 2 says their cousin told them to tap the breaker with a spoon.
A spoon? Why is it always a spoon?
Exactly what I said. I told them, put it down and step away slowly.
That's right. Friends don't let friends spoon their electrical panel.
And then customer number 3 says their generator only starts when her husband goes outside and performs what she calls the snowstorm shuffle.
If your generator requires interpretive dance to function, it's time to iPocket with iPoc Electric and Solar. We're ready to be your winter storm electrical team. Stay warm, stay safe with iPoc Electric. Start today at iPocElectric.com.
Zimmer Marketing is proud to partner with 2025 Zimmer Cares winner, Bright Futures Joplin.
Imagine the school drop-off line, kids laughing and carrying their backpacks. But for some Joplin students, that backpack is empty. Their jacket's too thin, and their stomach is growling. Bright Futures Joplin is changing those stories by removing barriers that stand between kids and their success. They provide school supplies, weather-appropriate clothes, food, hygiene items, vision care, transportation, even beds, whatever it takes so a student can focus, learn, and thrive alongside their peers. You can help. Hold a food drive for the Snack Pack program, which provides weekend meals for over 500 food-insecure students. Donate your time, talent, or treasure, or become a lunch pal. Spend just 20 minutes a week sharing lunch with a young student who needs a positive, reliable adult. Learn more or sign up today at brightfuturesjoplin.org.
Zimmer Cares, helping local charities deliver their message to the hearts and minds of the 4 states.
The truth and nothing but. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Why do you think that we've gone from a purple state, Florida, and it is now a deep red state? And the same thing is happening. You look at this map, and I've got it here in front of me. Where are people moving to? They're moving to places like Nevada. They don't have a state income tax there. They have low taxes in Arizona. They have low taxes in Utah. And you see a massive net gain in Texas, for example. You know, if you look at where are money and people going? I mean, if you look at income losers and winners, $1 trillion win for my free state of Florida. We don't have a state income tax. Half the property tax of New Jersey. We don't have high gas taxes. We don't have high sales taxes. We don't have any of this.
Keeping you on the straight path. Later today, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Hey, with everything going on in the world right now, this is the perfect time to take a step back, give thanks for what matters the most: family, freedom, opportunity, the ability to take control of your financial future. And that is exactly why I want to tell you about something big. When you buy gold and silver through HannityGold.com, you'll get an extra 1% in free silver on qualified purchases from my friends over at Goldco. If you protect $100,000 of your savings with precious metals, you normally get $10,000 in free silver or gold. This month only, you'll get $1,000 more. Now, this bonus has no limits. It's the strongest offer Goldco has ever put out to date. It won't. So if you've been waiting for the right time, the right moment, this is it. Take control, help protect your savings, and give thanks. Call Goldco at 855-815-GOLD, or just go to HannityGold.com today. That's 855-815-GOLD or HannityGold.com. Hey, join me, Sean Hannity, every weekday, 2 to 5. It's all happening right here on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Tuesday morning, the KZRG Morning News Watch. Lucas Davis alongside
Charlie Davis.
Brothers from another mother.
Hey, Lucas.
Yep.
Does your wife listen to you on the radio every morning?
Generally on the way to school. She's off work now, but I believe they have us on the speaker at the house.
You know, my wife will text me, "I'm listening," so I always have to be careful.
Be on your best behavior.
Yeah, be on my best behavior. I don't want to embarrass my family.
Well, I think you're doing a good job so far.
Well, we're okay. I haven't said any bad words. You hadn't had to push the drop button or anything like that.
Well, I'll bring it out in you, so just give it time. All right, guys, let's get into the news. We're going to have a delay.
state's news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin, a free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 7 o'clock.
There will be hell to pay. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's President Trump's warning to Hamas if they don't give up their weapons.
They're going to be given a very short period of time to disarm, and we'll see how that works out.
President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met at Mar-a-Lago to discuss the next steps in the Gaza Strip, trying to move to the next phase of its peace plan. That's where Hamas disarms, the Israeli military pulls back, and an international police force polices the area. The specifics of how Gaza gets to that point are unclear.
That's Fox's Rich Edson. The president also warned Iran about rebuilding a nuclear program Israel and the U.S. attacked earlier this year.
They're not going to go back to where they were, but they have other places they can go. And if they're doing that, they're making a big mistake.
And President Trump gave more details of the land strike in Venezuela he first mentioned last week, saying the U.S. took out a dock where he alleges they load boats with illegal drugs as the U.S. military blew up another boat, killing 2 more alleged drug smugglers.
The vessel, according to intelligence received, was identified and spotted traveling along a known Eastern Pacific narco-terrorism route. According to the Trump administration, this strike is the 30th such action in Caribbean and Eastern Pacific waters, killing more than 100 people.
That's Fox's Gernal Scott. Republicans in Minnesota are calling for Democratic Governor Tim Walz to resign over a multi-billion-dollar fraud scandal.
Attorney General Pam Bondi says they've been looking into these allegations of fraud for months, and they expect more prosecutions will be coming. So far, she says 98 people have been charged, 85 of whom are of Somali descent. It comes after an independent reporter, Nick Shirley's video investigating federally funded child care centers in the Twin Cities went viral. Minnesota officials are pushing back, though, saying previous investigations into the locations referenced in Shirley's videos did not uncover evidence of fraud.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 44. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following KZRG Sports at 7:08. It's clear in the 4-state area, 17 in Neosho, 16 in Pittsburgh, 15 in Galena, and 15 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Is Missouri's financial health in trouble?
State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick says yes, if lawmakers don't do something about it. He's talking about Missouri's general revenue fund balance, which had climbed to nearly $6 billion at the end of fiscal year 2023, but he says it's been rapidly depleted by deficit spending over the last 2 years, which he says, if continued, will fully consume that fund's balance by the summer of 2028, or by even 27 based on recession-level projections. He says emergency budget cuts are becoming necessary because, again, that general revenue fund is drained to critically low levels. I'm Cy Albright, News Talk KZRG.
Obamacare failed. Southwest Missouri Congressman Eric Burleson says they need to fix it now.
This is one of the reasons that I ran for office. Sitting on the sidelines as a voter, I was frustrated that Congress couldn't repeal Obamacare and saw that this was a train wreck and eventually that we're going to end up in a single-payer system and a total collapse. And here we are.
He says Republicans have the plans. All that's left is the courage to put them on the House floor. Just how widespread is fentanyl use in Missouri schools? Well, the Department of Public Safety hopes to find that out through a new school wastewater testing pilot. Communications Director Michael Connell says testing began earlier this month at about a dozen schools across the state.
By doing weekly testing, you'll be able to track trends, and then the data are shared with the schools, and then the schools can look at what types of programs they want to implement, and some may decide that it's a bigger problem than they anticipated.
Missouri is investing $4 million to test school wastewater for drugs, along with another $3 million to expand similar testing in communities statewide. It's 15 and 7:04. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Target practice turned deadly in Oklahoma. A man who had just gotten a new .45 caliber pistol had been shooting at a can in his yard when one of the bullets traveled a half a mile and struck his neighbor. 33-year-old Cody Adams of Comanche faces a manslaughter charge after the death of Sandra Phelps on Christmas Day. She was shot while sitting on the front porch of a home and holding a child. Witnesses said Phelps said ouch and then collapsed. Smoke alarms save lives. The Neosho Fire Department says they put out a blaze at a home early Monday morning and even saved a pet. They used thermal imaging cameras to locate and extinguish hotspots when the wind chills were near zero. The fire has been ruled accidental, but again, no one was hurt. Just stay careful. And now, here's sports. In NFL action, the heavily favored Rams lost to the Falcons 27-24 on Monday Night Football. In NBA action, the Thunder beat the Hawks 140-129. In prep basketball, the Joplin boys defeated Platte County 65-37 in the 12 Courts of Christmas. The Carthage boys beat Marshall 59-26 in the Harrison, Arkansas tournament, and the McCullough Catholic boys beat Seneca 45-41. The Bolivar girls beat Carthage 46-28, and the Smithville girls beat Carl Junction 52-36. Tonight, the Carl Junction boys are at Nevada. That's your Carlson Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG. Your news is brought to you by Kansas City University. KCU Joplin is hiring dentists and full-time staff to join their dental education team. Local dentists can make a lasting impact, full-time, part-time, or even one day a week. Apply now at kansascity.edu/jobs. I'm Lucas Davis. Next news at 7:30, breaking news as it happens on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Cold morning, but a warmer afternoon with sunshine and a southwesterly breeze. 44 today, 52 tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather is the service of Buffalo Run Casino and Resort. Don't miss an epic night of combat sports when Extreme Fight Night returns to the Peoria Showplace Saturday, January 10th. Get your tickets now for this all-ages event at BuffaloRun.com.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing clear in the four-state area. 17 in Neosho, 16 Pittsburgh, 15 in Galena, and 15 in Joplin. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time, 7:07.
I'm Attorney General Catherine Hanaway with an important message about holiday scams. During the holidays, we see an uptick in phony package delivery notices, fake charities, travel booking scams, and urgent gift card scams. If you've been the victim of a fraud, please call my office to help at 800-392-8222 or visit ago.mo.gov.
Sponsored by the Missouri Attorney General's Office.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-393-1881. That's 800-393-1881. 800-393-1881.
You're listening to News Talk KZRG 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. Live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. From Studio 1Z. With the latest news, commentary, and weather. It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Tuesday morning, the KZRG Morning Newswatch. Lucas Davis alongside
Charlie Davis, wanting Lucas to name that tune.
I don't know that tune.
Isn't it Baker Street?
I think it is, yeah.
Baker Street.
I know that saxophone, though, that's for sure.
Absolutely. That's awesome. See, building memories. I remember where I was listening to that song.
And it's wild, too, because I don't know the name of a lot of those old songs, but I just know the riffs and, the tunes, the melodies,
and
the choruses.
we think we know the words. And we sing the words all the time, and they're wrong half the time, right?
One of my core memories in middle school, I was in zoology singing that Funky Dixie Lady, and it was off. I forget what movie it was off of, but I got called out in the middle of class for singing the wrong words and just red-faced immediately and just wanted to go bury my head in the sand and never be seen again.
That's okay, because everybody else in the class was singing the wrong words, too.
Oh, absolutely. But I had to get called out, so that was awesome. But we got, I wanted to talk about Minnesota a little bit. We now have confirmation that the feds are involved, and they are moving right along with an investigation. Nick Shirley's YouTube video, obviously, that was the independent journalist who kind of broke the lid off of this whole thing. The Learning Center, which was misspelled as Leering. But federal authorities are conducting a massive investigation as of on Monday. Homeland Security's involved, U.S. Immigration, Customs Enforcement's involved. They're all on the ground right now in Minneapolis, obviously because of this huge fraud case. Chuck, what is, this has to be done. Like, it's got to be dealt with.
Absolutely.
And obviously this is the tip of the iceberg.
And, you are going to be very proud of CNN.
Oh, they got something now?
They finally, December 30th, 2025, their story is the first a viral video, then a surge of federal resources to investigate alleged child care fraud in Minnesota. So it took, a week?
Longer than that. I think this story's been going on for at least 10 days or so.
So 10 days. It took them 10 days before they would even do a story on it.
Acknowledging it.
They didn't even acknowledge it. Well, we talked about it. That is legacy media. Who watches CNN anyway?
Exactly.
Or what used to be MSNBC, now it's MS Now. Nobody watches those. They get all their news from News Talk, KZRG, and Fox News.
No, it's bad. It's a $250 million fraud scheme. We touched on it yesterday, but it's federal money. Like, this has to be dealt with.
Excuse me? Whose money is it?
Federal money. Our money.
It's our money.
Exactly.
The federal government takes that money from us, so don't diminish the responsibility and the accountability aspect, because that's my money that they stole. And what did they do with that money? I bet you the vast majority of that money went back home.
Oh, absolutely. Else, yeah, that money's not even in the country anymore.
Or was given to terrorists.
Yes.
Like, we have lots of definitive proof that a lot of money was taken in these social welfare programs and funneled to Hamas and other organizations that hate our country, just like some of our senators and congressmen hate America, yet they want to live here and reap the benefit of a capitalistic Christian, Judeo-Christian value system.
What percentage of the taxpayers' money do you think is actually stolen by fraud every year?
I don't know percentage, but guaranteed billions, if not trillions. We spend about almost $5 trillion a year, and if you think maybe 20%, 15% of that, that's getting pretty close to $1 trillion.
Conservative,
absolutely. Well, and it's not just one segment of society that does it. The military industrial complex, they systematically stole money. We have a horrible system.
We could cut our military spending by like half and still have the most military, or the highest military budget in the world.
So you remember Peter Luckey?
Mm-hmm.
He was the one that invented Oculus and sold it to Facebook.
Yeah.
He's got a defense company that they manufacture and build weapons, and then they sell it to the government, as opposed to the government giving Boeing or anybody else, I hate to call out a name because they're all in on it, giving them $10 billion to come up with something, and they always have price overruns, and then it doesn't work, so they have to try to find out something. So Absolutely. Even the military-industrial complex has got waste, fraud, and abuse that needs to be addressed.
Do you think it'll ever actually be addressed, though? I
No,
felt like the
no.
best chance we had was when Doge first fired off and was a big thing, and they were finding all this. And now I feel like that Doge is dissolved and it's kind of just on the afterburner. We're not going to ever get that.
Well,
cut to the,
we have departments that have shut down. We have offices that have shut down.
I feel the biggest thing they did was fired a bunch of federal workers.
Yeah,
like that was
200,000
yeah.
or whatever it is. Which are they bureaucrats? You know,
Which I get it. That's great. Like if you're cutting the fat, cut the fat, but don't stop at federal workers. Like actually make a difference and get our budget kind of manageable.
Somebody said, "Hey, take those 200,000 workers that were fired and put them in charge of Doge," and said, "Here, your job is to go find waste for fraud."
Yeah, you still want a job? Go find the other ones that don't need it.
Go find the other ones. But yeah, so we're up to what did you say? $250 million just
in Minnesota.
In Minnesota. But when you're looking at the total grand scheme of things, they're talking about $8-9 billion worth of waste, fraud, and abuse in just a small segment of society. The daycare centers. We preach how important it is to take care of our kids. We almost have a 100% two-income society nowadays where both mom and dad work. So child care facilities are important. But when you have 99 kids and you're getting $4 million a year, that's $40,000 per child for daycare.
But they didn't even have
and
99
they didn't have any kids
they
there.
Had no kids.
They had no kids there.
And got $4 million. So that money's not even in America anymore.
No,
that money's been sent back to
we're not getting the
Somalia.
money back.
Never.
So now we're going to have to go after them or prosecute these individuals that stole this money. Maybe we'll prosecute them. Doesn't seem like we do a lot of prosecution nowadays.
No, I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for the perp walks. Anybody who's wronged this administration the last 10 years, we told were going to be held accountable. We were told the elections were stolen. Nobody's been held accountable for that. So
Epstein files. Nobody's been held accountable for that. Billions, if not trillions, of dollars stolen from our pockets, from our wallets. Nobody's being held accountable.
Do you think Tim Walz is the first guy that's going to be held accountable? You think they get him to step down?
I bet they do. I bet the pressure's going to be on him so hard that he is going to have to step down. The question is,
He's just a knucklehead.
Who's next? I mean, where are they going to go from Minnesota?
It's got to be Gavin Newsom in California. They got to go there because with the trucking thing and everything, that's their way to get in the door.
So I guarantee you, what happened in Minnesota is a drop in the bucket of California fraud.
Oh yeah.
Hey, when Ted gets back, I need to talk to him about some fraud that he has seen over there.
I like to talk to Ted about that because sometimes he holds California near and dear to his heart, and he won't smack talk it at all.
I hold Missouri near and dear to my heart too, but if wrongdoing is going on, then I'm going to call him out.
Yeah, I like to call Ted out too, so we'll go ahead and do that whenever he comes back.
Oh, maybe he's listening. If we could call him out so that way I won't be here when he gets here.
The main reason why I think they go out of California next is because I think they're going to go after Newsom because they don't he's going to be their next presidential candidate, so they're going to try and just bury him on. And honestly, I think that will bury him. Like if it comes out of California, well, I mean, obviously they do, but if it actually comes out that they have the type of fraud that's going on in Minnesota, I think that'll kill his presidential chances.
What do you think the chances of there not being fraud? They're a sanctuary state.
Oh, there's absolutely fraud. I'm just saying, is there a journalist there that can get into what the actual fraud is and divulge it? That's the big thing. Is you can have that private journalist actually find the story where the fraud's being committed because nobody that's collecting all that money is going to come out and be a whistleblower.
Do you know where you will not see it? You won't see it on CNN.
No.
All the rest of those. You're going to have to rely on talk radio. And there's very few talk radio stations in California. Now,
a lot of it's podcasting now.
California is not a total liberal state. There are a lot of portions of California
away from the major cities.
Away from the major, just like New York. New York City and maybe Albany is probably the two only liberal cities in the state of New York. The vast majority of the rest of the state's conservative.
I would just say even Rochester's conservative.
Yeah, absolutely. Illinois, if it wasn't for Chicago, Illinois would be a red state because you got so many farmers, you got industry up there that are very conservative. So kudos to the investigative journalist that caught this on video. Hopefully he gets compensated very well. And
Nick Shirley, I believe is his name.
Shirley. Yeah, I heard the story yesterday about I bet he got a lot of grief growing up having a girl's last name.
Don't call
me
me
Shirley. Shirley, come here, Shirley. Quit calling me Shirley.
He's reaping the benefits now, though.
Oh, absolutely. And kudos to him. What is frustrating, though, is how many investigative journalists find things like this and they don't say anything.
Just sit on it.
And just sit on it. Kudos to him for coming out. And maybe we can get somebody to go to, hey, what are you doing next week, Lucas? You want to go to California?
Want to go do some investigative journalism?
We can go buy a few GoPros and some meta glasses and go investigate some daycare centers.
We could probably get it on Zimmer's dime, too, if we break a huge story like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Have them pay for the hotels, the travel, all that. Just get them the love.
So it's kind of like a vacation.
Yeah, but
we have to work. But we do have to work.
When you're on KZRG, you don't really get a vacation. You still have to do the work.
You have to do the work.
Yeah, so we're definitely not going to get to go there scot-free. You have to have some sort of content to come back with.
Imagine that, having to be held accountable for getting paid.
I honestly, I can't wait to see what happens down the pipeline with this. I think it's going to get good.
It'll be very interesting.
It'll probably be featured on our Big Three pretty soon, but let's get into it.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hamas confirmed yesterday that during the war, Israel had killed 5 Hamas leaders in a major blow to the terror group. That's the first time Hamas acknowledged that Israel had accomplished something positive.
Number 2.
Outgoing New York City Mayor Eric Adams, in an interview last night, argued that Biden administration's DOJ engaged in lawfare against him and Trump. Adams says that Biden's DOJ went after those who disagreed with them.
Number 1.
Unrest in Iran. A large protest against the current Iranian government took place yesterday near business and government areas. Police used tear gas and batons to try to break up the protest. Is regime change coming?
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
New Year's Day is 2 days away. What was your biggest regret in 2025? Hit us up on Facebook or text us at 417-782-1310. Was it a purchase you wish you didn't make? Was it a job you wish you didn't take? Let us know. Hit us up. Now, here's Terry Smith with KZRG Newscast, or forecast, excuse me.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Boy, was it cold yesterday, and it's a chilly morning as well. But today begins the warm-up. Back to regular December today. It gets even warmer the next couple of days. And guess what? No rain, just sunshine the rest of this week. 44, the high this afternoon. Not as cold tonight, upper 20s. Tomorrow, 52. Thursday, 55, the high. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
I paid thousands of dollars for her. She has a moonroof that you can't see out of. She has the cool upgraded wheels that are covered in gunk. And she's the prettiest color if you could just see it under all that dirt.
Why aren't you taking care of that beauty? I used to be bad about it too, but now I wash my car with my phone.
Hurricane Car Wash makes it easy to keep your ride beautiful. And it all starts with their Touch 4 Wash app. Use it to buy your Hurricane Car Wash monthly membership and save money. Prepay through the app for a discount, receive loyalty points to earn perks, or give the gift of a clean vehicle with a Hurricane Car Wash gift card. Need help managing fleet accounts? The Touch 4 Wash app makes it easy. Get unlimited daily washes in the Soft Touch or Touch-Free bays 24/7 at all 3 of their locations, 2 in Carthage and 1 in Webb City, and free vacuums. See how easy it is to wash your car with your phone. Download the Touch 4 Wash app today or find out more at hurricanecarwash.net. When the only thing strong enough to fight the dirt is a hurricane. Hurricane Car Wash. Delicious, mouth-watering Hatfield smoked meats are waiting for you. Family-owned and operated since the 1930s. Experience for yourself why Hatfields has stood the test of time for over 80 years. Whether you need the best meat in town, groceries, or catering, they've got you covered with house-made smoked meats, meat trays, summer sausage, and more. Grab a daily lunch sandwich or enjoy a hot lunch on Thursday. Hatfield Smoked Meats on Gateway Drive headed to Neosho and shipping anywhere in the U.S. at HatfieldSmokedMeats.com.
Hello, I'm Amanda G. I go over to Team Dental, so I look a whole lot better when I go out in public.
My name is Darian. I'm a hygienist at Team Dental of Joplin. She is my OG. I've had her from the start, so...
Besides cleanings. I've had some crowns put in and then just consultation on what I need to get done. I know what's up and roughly what it's going to cost, so I can do that at my pace. I changed to a different insurance. There wasn't coverage, so I talked to the financial people and they told me about the dental plan I can buy. So I went ahead and bought that.
So you pay up front that one-time fee for the year, and then it gives you percentages off of all the services we provide, so you can still afford to have your teeth fixed without being able to say, well, I don't have insurance, so I can't do it.
I'm Dr. Lemus from Team Dental of Joplin. Welcome to the neighborhood practice for your whole family. Learn more at teamdentalofjoplin.com.
Team Dental of Joplin, your neighborhood practice for your whole family.
Go! 10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on trainergames.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is Buck Sexton. Join me and Clay Travis every weekday from 11 till 2 right here on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
It is the KZRG Morning News Watch Tuesday morning. Lucas Davis alongside
Charlie Davis,
and we are joined by
our favorite meteorologist.
Terry Smith is in the house. Terry,
all right.
It is 17 degrees right now. It is bitter cold. Give us some good news. What are we looking at on the horizon?
Good news. I am loving this weather. Yes, it is cold right now. It's like a 24-hour dose of heavy-duty winter, right? Yesterday was chilly. It's cold out there right now. It's not going to stay that way because of two things. One, sunshine. Two, southerly winds. We're going to get back to regular December temperatures today, and I get excited about being average when it's been so cold or when it's been super hot. So it's really nice to be just like normal December. And then it warms up into the 50s, and the temperatures are in the 50s or close to 50 for the rest of the week, and there's still no rain. I'm not a big fan of the fact that we have no rain in the forecast because we really could use some rain. But if we're not going to get rain, at least the temperatures are pleasant. And that's what we got the rest of this week.
My daughter will be happy. The sunshine fooled her yesterday. We have a sunroom, and she just got a new dollhouse for Christmas. And the first couple of days, she was able to go out into the sunroom. It's not insulated or anything and play because it was 70 out. She tried going out there yesterday, and it was like 30 degrees, and instantly just stuck her bottom lip out and just started pouting because it was so cold in that house. She didn't want to play with her dolls anymore.
And I don't think any of us mind cold. It's when it's very windy
that
it cuts to the core. That's when it's miserable.
Yes, like you can dress for the cold, or you can dress for when it's really warm. But when the winds are in there, it just kind of like adds salt to the wound. So yes, I agree. And the winds are going to be lighter. We might be a little breezy at times today, but nothing like what we had yesterday. I saw wind gust up to 35 miles an hour yesterday, and I think the gustiest it'll be is around 20 miles an hour today.
When it's in the teens and it's 35 miles an hour, that's miserable.
No, thank you.
We talked about how warm it's going to be getting this weekend. Are the lows at night? Do we still need to be bundled up?
Well, you know what? So that's the nice thing about southerly winds is they're going to bring in a little bit more humidity, so it won't be as cold. Like tonight, it's still cold, but it's in the upper 20s as opposed to the teens that we're dealing with right now. And then in the low 30s, it looks like in the 30s tomorrow night, New Year's Eve. and then on New Year's Day, like upper 30s. So it really is going to be a more comfortable stretch of weather, not just because the temperatures are a little more comfortable, but the humidity's back. So not high humidity, but it will just feel just a little more comfortable.
All right, Terry, I appreciate you taking the time. It was a pleasure talking to you. We'll talk at you tomorrow.
We'll talk tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice day. At 7:30, I'm Lucas Davis, and here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG. Pipe bomber due in court. A new congressional record. U.S.-Venezuela tensions on the rise. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 44. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following KZRG Sports at 7:38. It's clear in the four-state area, 17 in Neosho, 16 in Pittsburgh, 15 in Galena, and 15 in Joplin. On FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. The Virginia man arrested on charges of planting pipe bombs outside the headquarters of both Republican and Democratic parties the night before the J6 riot is due in court today.
Brian J. Cole Jr. is expected to appear today in a D.C. federal courtroom. His hearing today comes as federal prosecutors release a trove of documents they say prove he is the man who placed pipe bombs outside the D.C. headquarters of both the Democratic and Republican National Committees. This happened the night of January 5th of 2021, hours before the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. According to those papers, Cole felt relieved the bombs didn't explode, but that he detests both political parties, insisting no one knows his personal politics, but that he felt a need to speak up for people who believed the 2020 election was stolen. Eben Brown, Fox News.
Congress set a unique record in 2025.
The first year of the 119th Congress saw just over 60 bills passed and signed into law. The previous 118th Congress passed around 150 bills, the lowest since the 1980s, and the current Congress is on track to pass even less. Much of the Senate's floor time was focused on confirming President Trump's nominees, while Republicans also spent much of 2025 trying to pass President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act, containing the president's agenda on taxes and Medicaid reform. The Republican-controlled Congress will try to pass spending bills to avoid a government shutdown to start 2026, while also trying to codify some of President Trump's executive orders. In Washington, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
Tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela are ramping up even further.
U.S. Southern Command struck another alleged drug boat in the Eastern Pacific yesterday, marking at least the 30th strike since September 2nd. U.S. officials say 2 men were killed. The U.S. has conducted most of its operation in international waters, from targeting boats that they say are carrying drugs to seizing oil tankers. But it appears the U.S. has conducted the first known land strike in Venezuela. The president giving more details about something he first mentioned last week in a radio interview, saying they hit a facility where ships come from. The president did not say whether the strike was conducted by the military or the CIA.
It's 16 at 7:33, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Is Missouri's financial health in trouble?
State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick says yes, if lawmakers don't do something about it. He's talking about Missouri's general revenue fund balance, which had climbed to nearly $6 billion at the end of fiscal year 2023, but he says it's been rapidly depleted by deficit spending over the last 2 years, which he says, if continued, will fully consume that fund's balance by the summer of 2028, or by even 27 based on recession-level projections. He says emergency budget cuts are becoming necessary because, again, that general revenue fund is drained to critically low levels. I'm Cy Albright, News Talk KZRG.
A different kind of testing is underway in Missouri public schools this year. The state has kicked off a school wastewater testing pilot from around a dozen schools. Michael Connell, communications director of the Missouri Department of Public Safety, says the testing is for signs of fentanyl and other drugs.
State auditors.
To date, about 40 schools have signed up
early in December, and the testing has already started. I believe the testing has taken place in about a dozen of those schools already.
The state's $4 million investment will fund weekly wastewater sampling at participating schools, aiming to track drug trends and strengthen prevention efforts. It's 16 at 7:35. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. It's FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Another job in a restaurant closing down. Hoo Ha Mongolian Grill says its last day of service is this Sunday. Officials of the business say increased challenges like wages and operational costs played a role in this decision. They've been at the shopping center nearly 20th at Rangeline for the last 15 years, but again, they'll be closing this weekend. A private firm with U.S. ties is taking up the challenge to find a passenger plane that went missing more than a decade ago.
Ocean Infinity, a private company based in Britain and the U.S., is beginning a new search for Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. In March of 2014, the flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing vanished from radar about 90 minutes into its trip. Some debris has since been found. The 227 passengers and 12 crew members are presumed dead. Ocean Infinity specializes in sea bottom searches and is making its second attempt to find the plane. A try in 2018 turned up nothing. The Malaysian government has put $70 million on the table that Ocean Infinity can only collect if it finds the missing plane. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
And here's sports. In NFL action, the heavily favored Rams lost to the Falcons 27-24 on Monday Night Football. In NBA action, the Thunder beat the Hawks 140-129. In prep basketball, the Joplin boys defeated Platte County 65-37 in the 12 Courts of Christmas. The Carthage boys beat Marshall 59-26 in the Harrison, Arkansas tournament. And the McCullough Catholic boys beat Seneca 45-41. The Bolivar girls beat Carthage 46-28, and the Smithville girls beat Carl Junction 52-36. Tonight, the Carl Junction boys are at Nevada. That's your Carlson Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG. Your news is brought to you by Kansas City University. KCU Joplin is hiring dentists and full-time staff to join their dental education team. Local dentists can make a lasting impact, full-time, part-time, or even one day a week. Apply now at kansascity.edu/jobs. I'm Lucas Davis. Next news at 8 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. And on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. And now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Boy, was it cold yesterday, and it's a chilly morning as well. But today begins the warm-up. Back to regular December today. It gets even warmer the next couple of days. And guess what? No rain, just sunshine the rest of this week. 44, the high this afternoon. Not as cold tonight, upper 20s. Tomorrow, 52. Thursday, 55, the high. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing clear in the four-state area. It is 17 in Neosho, 15 in Pittsburgh, 16 in Joplin, 16 in Galena. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. And on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time, 7:38.
My grandma used to really struggle to keep up with the dinner conversation. She couldn't hear anything. So one day she saw an ad in a magazine for a hearing aid and decided to go ahead and buy it. But she didn't wear it because she hated the way it looked and felt. So we scheduled an appointment at Mid-America Dental and Hearing Center. And it turned out that Grandma's magazine hearing aid didn't fit correctly. And it also didn't work with the type of hearing loss she had. So she got a new hearing aid, and she's back to being an important part of the dinner conversation.
Mid-America Hearing Center offers extensive testing of your hearing aid to make sure it's the right one for you. With a free hearing exam and free cognitive screening, you can find out how your hearing is affecting you and how you can improve it starting now. Mid-America Hearing Center, just off I-44 at exit 44 and at midamericahearing.com.
Best for less. In a day, Mid-America Hearing Center.
Not all automobiles are created equal. They can all get you around, but you need to look at the pros and cons of each one and decide which works best for you. When it comes to mortgages, the same rules apply. Not all are created equal. Make sure you get the loan that works best for you at Community Bank and Trust. Factors like interest rates, closing costs, and other options can make each mortgage or refinance drastically different. So if you're looking to buy or refinance your home, you want to have local lenders who know the area and will make certain to get you the best options available. At Community Bank and Trust, you won't find pushy salesmen, but you will find neighbors that will give you accurate information and will help you find the mortgage that works best for you. Get started at one of the local employee-owned CBT locations or apply online in as little as 10 minutes at cbthomebank.com. Community Bank and Trust, where trust is so important, it's in our name. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 580491.
When you got a clog that can't be beat, when your shower water is above your feet, when you flush that bowl and it makes you frown,
Spring River makes that drain go down.
Hi, it's Nathan with Spring River Drain and Sewer. We treat all of our customers neighborly because we are your neighbors. Our licensed drain experts are from here, so you won't find us showing up with tricky sales tactics or wasting your time. We charge flat rate pricing for drain calls, not by the hour, so you know the price before we even show up. We proudly treat you like a friend and neighbor, not just another business transaction. Call Spring River Drain and Sewer and get started on fixing your sewer or drains today. Schedule an appointment at springriverdrain.com, and remember,
Spring River makes that drain go down.
There's a giant room somewhere right now where circuits and high-powered computer processors with the world's most sophisticated chips are helping some little old woman decide where to book a hair appointment. They call it artificial intelligence, and we've heard and read a bunch of stories about it. But how does artificial intelligence work? How do you get found in 2026 and beyond? What does your website need to keep up with the times? In a world of artificial, wouldn't it be nice to have some real answers? We are Zimmer Marketing. With our local web team, you can sit down with real people who can give you real answers about what you need for a website that really works today and for the future. Do you want to make sure your site is found in the age of AI? Our local web team is ready to make sure you are found in 2026. Get started today at zimmermarketing.com. Zimmer Marketing. It just works.
Hey, it's Mark Levin with The Mark Levin Show. Be sure to tune in every weekday from 5 to 8 on FM 102.9, 105.9, and AM 1310. News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z. With the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Tuesday morning on the KZRG Morning News Watch. Lucas Davis alongside
Charlie Davis.
And we are joined by Senator Jill Carter. Senator Carter, I appreciate you taking the time.
Hey, good morning. As always, it's a great morning.
So first off, how was your Christmas?
It was good. I mean, can you beat the weather that we had for Christmas? I didn't know. We had some friends that went to Florida, and they were talking about how they were, obviously enjoying the weather. And I just said, it's warmer up here than it is in Florida. So if it can't snow, then I'm going to take the warm weather. We were able to go out and ride the horses, and so spend some time as a family, which we always love.
So what was your favorite part of Christmas?
Oh, when the kids come home. I mean, when everybody's home and we're out together on the farm. Like I said, we took the horses out and did a wagon ride, and my daughter was riding her horse.
And you don't have grandkids. You don't have grandkids yet, do you?
I do. I have two amazing granddaughters.
Oh,
I know, yeah.
The grandkids are the best.
They are the best.
They are.
And I used to think that it was crazy that people would say that grandkids were the best, but I can see why now. You just get to love on them and send them home.
Grandkids are God's reward for us not killing our children.
Yeah, except for your children that get to watch you treat the grandkids a little bit differently than you treated your own growing up.
How come you didn't treat me like that, Dad?
This conversation's gotten off the rails.
All right, we got to get down to business.
Senator Carter, you were a co-sponsor of a bill that was just filed yesterday, a PBM bill. If you would just go over that bill and kind of what all its intentions are for.
Oh my gosh, I'm really excited to talk about the PBM bill. This is something that, we try to file bills that are a concern of our district. And so to be able to file a bill that would help our pharmacies and then also help everyone in the state to be able to have more transparency in the cost of their prescription drugs is the goal. What we have is 3 major PBM or prescription benefit managers that run 80% of the claim market with insurance and prescriptions. And so what's happening is they set the market or the price of these prescriptions, and what happens to the local independent pharmacist is they're often not even reimbursed the cost of acquiring that prescription. So it really is negatively impacting especially the rural areas and access to prescription drugs, but also it's putting everybody out of business. So what you have these insurance companies that own the pharmaceutical companies, right? So they call that vertical alignment when it really is kind of in a monopoly. And so what we're trying to do is at least we've had a prescription bill filed for the last few years, but what we're trying to do is at least get more transparency out there so that people know how the PBMs, the prescription benefit managers, are setting the costs so that there's more transparency. And we think that once there's more transparency, it will help drive, the issue and fix the issue so people know what's going on.
How much of an impact do you feel that the pricing of meds have on the average Missourian? I know myself, I just went, I want to say a couple of weeks ago to get my my scripts refilled, and I got hit with a $20 increase on both prescriptions. When you're a Missourian and you're on a tight budget right now, when something like that happens, that can really throw off, your planning for the month. How important is a bill like this in terms of just helping Missourians kind of budget and manage where they're at in their life, along with all the other things, costs that go about?
I think it's a major concern. I mean, you see increases in insurance costs, you see increases in prescription drug costs, and what's happening again is a lot of this is being controlled where that your insurance company is directing you or steering you back to them to fill those prescriptions. And so they're controlling the whole market. And that's where these independent pharmacy companies or, like Mitchell's, they're really struggling because they're saying, listen, they're negotiating the cost of these prescriptions, but they're not even reimbursing us the cost of them. So they're favoring themselves and putting a lot of independent guys out of business. And there's not a lot of transparency in what the actual cost of the prescription is. So they're controlling a lot of the narrative. So again, the transparency piece, I think, is really important. Once people really start to understand this is what the prescription costs, this is what the insurance is getting or paying or reimbursing, depending on where you go for your prescription, will go a long way to help that in the future. I mean, transparency is always a good thing.
Switching gears a little bit, Auditor Fitzpatrick dropped a little bit of a bombshell yesterday in terms of the Missouri funding. Essentially what he said is we have to curb spending. What are your thoughts on that report from yesterday?
I always think that we spend too much and we solve very little. Government does not solve a lot of problems. We filed a bill. I'm really, really excited about this. It's called the Hope Bill. This is something that they've done in Florida. They've done it in Arkansas. I've been in touch with the governor's office about this. And what it is it creates a partnership where community members can have more of an integral part in the needs of the community. So you're talking to churches, you're talking to not-for-profits, and you're trying to get government to kind of step out of the way a little bit and help the community step up. And, if there was a foster care kid, then the word would go out from that agency to the community to say, hey, we need a bed for this family. It's something that has transformed, based on the conversations I've had with some of the legislators in Arkansas and Florida, it has absolutely transformed basically a lot of the community service and welfare services and things like that. And we've got to do something different. We keep spending more money and saying it's going to solve problems, but we know that money doesn't always solve problems and government doesn't solve problems. Community does. And so we need to put our community back in charge of making sure that our neighbors are taken care of.
I think one of the things that you just mentioned is accountability. We have Water Gardens mission and James Whitford and his crew there. They do such a fine job because it's not just a handout. There's accountability. They have to work for it. They have to earn it. And they make sure that they're not church hopping to get benefits, get money from all the churches. And I think that's what the public really wants. They just want a little bit of accountability. If we're going to spend money, we want to make sure that it's being spent right. And why not let the community take care of things? We have a lot of people that want to help out.
And it used to be, there's a couple of really terrific books. Toxic Charity is a great one. There's several others that are really, really good. Fundamental, that talk about how it used to be, where the community really took care of the needs of each other. It was something that they invested in each other, and we've really gotten away from that. And government just we cannot afford the way that we're doing business anymore. You talk about Medicaid and some of these costs. They're the number one budgetary item in our state. And the costs are just increasing. And that's not to say that we want to cut services or we don't want to take care of those people. We just need to start looking at things differently and saying, how can we be innovative and how can we help the community help each other?
All right, Senator Carter, I appreciate you taking the time. It was a pleasure talking with you, and we'll take the time next week.
All right. Sounds great, guys.
Have a happy New Year's.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hamas confirmed yesterday that during the war, Israel had killed 5 Hamas leaders in a major blow to the terror group. That's the first time Hamas acknowledged what Israel has accomplished.
Number 2.
Outgoing New York City Mayor Eric Adams, in an interview last night, argued that Biden administration's DOJ engaged in a lawfare against him and Trump. Adams says that Biden's DOJ went after those who disagreed with him.
Number 1.
Unrest in Iran. A large protest against the current Iranian government took place yesterday near business and government areas. Police used tear gas and batons to try and break up the protest. Is regime change coming?
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
Question of the day with New Year's Day 2 days away. What was your biggest regret in 2025? Was it a financial decision? Maybe a relationship decision? Maybe you got your kids a gift that you shouldn't have gotten for Christmas and now you're regretting it. Like my mother-in-law got my son a keyboard. That was an awful decision.
That's like buying your son a drum set.
No, that was my daughter. She got a drum set.
Oh.
My son got the electric keyboard.
Congratulations.
So, yeah. That's staying in Grandma's room, and they're only playing it when she's here.
You're going to have a band.
Yeah. Going to have a band or a splitting migraine, one of the two. But anyway, hit us up on Facebook. Let us know what was your biggest regret in 2025. Coming up, Terry Smith with the weather.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Boy, was it cold yesterday, and it's a chilly morning as well. But today begins the warm-up. Back to regular December today. It gets even warmer the next couple of days. And guess what? No rain, just sunshine the rest of this week. 44, the high this afternoon. Not as cold tonight, upper 20s. Tomorrow, 52. Thursday, 55 the high. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
When you need to have a corporate meeting but don't have enough seating. When you have the bride and groom but don't have the room. When you want to make your event something that people actually want to attend. You need the only event space in the area that is forged for fun. Anvil Axe Company and Event Center is ready to host you. They have rooms and options for any size group and any type of event. Bachelor and bachelorette parties, wedding receptions, class reunions, Christmas parties, or corporate events. So when you host an event, you could rent just any old room, or you could book a complete event center with amenities, axe throwing, projected interactive targets, cornhole, an outdoor patio with fire pits, laser engraving for custom event souvenirs, and catering options from upscale to affordable favorites. Anvil Axe Company is forged for fun and ready to host you. Find Anvil Axe Company at Event Center just south of Joplin, or book online at anvilaxeco.com.
Living in Lamar, I know the value of access to local medical clinics. I also know how important it is to be valued as a person, not a number. Access Family Care wants to keep you healthy. We will help with prevention advice on everything from diabetes to cancer to HIV. We accept all Missouri Medicaid plans, Access Family Care, health care for your entire family. For more information, visit us at accessfamilycare.org.
Quality, compassionate health care. accessfamilycare.org.
Did Santa let you down this year? Hi, I'm Brooke with Flames in Joplin, and let me guess,
You thought the brand new Lopi fireplace on your Christmas list was in the bag, but all you got was coal. No problem. We here at Flames understand the assignment. Let's call it your New Year's fireplace resolution. Now let's get down to the specifics. Are you looking for a wood or pellet burning stove or insert by Lopi? Yep, we got them. Proudly built in the USA and designed to deliver efficient and reliable heat. And don't forget about easy-to-operate, beautiful, and efficient gas fireplaces, stoves, and inserts by Lopi. We've got those too. So warm and cozy, you won't ever want to leave the house. With so many options to choose from, you really need to stop by Flames and take a look. Our NFI certified installers are waiting to check that New Year's fireplace resolution off your list, so stop by today.
Hi, I'm Shane.
And I'm Brooke.
And we've been playing with fire since 1995.
Stop by Flames at 4601 South Range Line, half-mile south of I-44.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on trainergames.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ETHOS.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Chris Plant. Be sure to tune in to FM 102.9, AM 1310 every weekday from 9 to 11 for breaking news, commentary, and politics. News Talk KZRG.
Hey, diddle diddle, put your kitty in the middle.
Tuesday morning, KZRG Morning News Watch. Lucas Davis alongside
Charlie Davis.
And guys, I just want to let you know we're vastly approaching the end of breakfast time as lunch gets near. Make sure you hit up Ghetto Tacos because they have unreal
street tacos. Oh, yes. They are so good.
And their menu's expanded too to where they have a lot of different items to choose from. But those street tacos, those you can't
They're
go
to
wrong
die
with.
for.
I'm going to get some El Pastor today because now I've brought it up. We're getting out of here pretty soon, guys, but I just want to let you guys know we're past Christmas, heading into New Year's Day. If you are in the process of taking down those Christmas decorations and you want to get rid of that live Christmas tree, there's 3 drop-off points now through January 31st for the city of Joplin. It's at Humphrey Park on Utica Street, McIndoe Park at Glendale Road and Jackson Avenue, and Public Works Center at 1301 West 2nd Street. Strip down all those decorations and make sure to keep a little of those needles on the tree as you're stripping them down, but then take it to one of those drop-off points. Anybody who wants to pick up any of those trees for habitat building, they're welcome to. Other than that, I believe they will be sent off to the wood chipper.
City Hall in Joplin is going to be closed on January 1st. County offices will be closed Thursday and Friday, January 1st, 2nd, and Saturday and Sunday to allow our employees to celebrate the new year.
And just a heads up, we will have a show tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday we will not be having a live show, so prepare for that. I know you guys are going to be heartbroken.
Is AI going to do it?
I hope not, because that'll be the first step in me not having a job. So let's hope AI just keeps itself right out of here. But yeah, so anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. We talked to Senator Carter. We'll have that up on our newly revamped website, which, by the way, if you guys haven't checked that out yet, www.newstalkkzrg.com.
New and improved.
Very improved. They put some time into it, and it is very sleek and very nice. Jason and the crew, they outdid themselves, and it's constantly updating, too, so there's new features every day. It is a work in progress, but right now it is still a completed website. It looks just beautiful. And you can go blackout or normal all white mode. It's awesome.
And we wish everybody a happy new year. Be safe out there.
Yep, be safe. Good morning.
The four states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 8 o'clock.
Another push for